Good morning. Malai Murasu, 15 minutes news in English. Headlines for the day. EPS postpones campaign to visit Delhi tomorrow. TVK leader Vijay says DMK frustrated by his public support. "99% of goods moved from 12% GST slab to 5%, says Nirmala Sitharaman. Supreme Court to pronounce interim order on Waqf Act petitions today. India crushes listless Pakistan in Asia Cup. Surya Kumar dedicated victory to victims of Pahalgam attack. News in detail. EPS postpones campaign to visit Delhi tomorrow. AADMK General Secretary and Opposition Leader Edappadi K. Palanichami has postponed the fifth phase of his campaign. He will travel to Delhi on September 16 to greet newly elected Vice President C.P. Radhakrishnan. The visit comes soon after AADMK veteran K.A. Sengotian met Union Home Minister Amit Shah in Delhi. Sengotian was later removed from party post for asking that ousted leaders to be brought back. This has led to speculation that EPS too might meet Amit Shah, though the party has said his visit is only to meet CPR. Earlier, the AADMK has announced that EPS Dharmapuri campaign would be postponed due to a forecast of heavy rain. The party said the September 17 to 18 events would now be held on September 28 in Dharmapuri and Arur and on September 29 in Palakkad and Pannagaram. However, just hours later, the party clarified that EPS would be in Delhi on September 16 to personally congratulate CPR. Senior AADMK leader and Rajya Sabha MPs will accompany him. Meanwhile, in Madurai, BJP State President Naina Nagendran said he too would travel to Delhi after attending a local event with EPS. Vijay says DMK frustrated by his public support. Tamilaka Vettri Kazhagam President Vijay on Sunday said the DMK was frustrated by the massive support he received on the first day of his statewide tour. He referred to a letter written by Chief Minister M.K. Stalin to DMK members ahead of the party's Mupperum Vizha in Karur. In it, Stalin spoke of new enemies. Vijay said this showed frustration. In Tamil tradition, the old makes way for the new. That letter was filled with hatred and despite, he said. Vijay recalled how the DMK had once mocked DMG Ramachandran when he started the AADMK, saying he knew nothing about politics and only had charm. They were like this then, they were like this now. Will they ever change? He asked. He said the TVK has now become a strong people's movement. No matter who spreads hate, we will march forward. In the 2026 Assembly election, TVK will win a historic victory with the people's support, he said. Vijay also accused DMK leader of speaking about ideology in public while secretly maintaining ties with the BJP. Speaking about his rally in Trichy, where he began his tour, Vijay said, "Even to cover a short distance, it took me several hours because of the huge crowd. Those who said I would never step out and meet people are now worried in different ways." 99% of goods moved from 12% GST slab to 5%, says Nirmala Sitharaman. Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman said on Sunday that the goods and service tax has helped both the people and state governments. Speaking at a conclave of trade and industry bodies in Chennai, she said that 99% of the goods that were earlier taxed at 12% GST are now in the 5% GST bracket. This reform touches lives of all 140 crore people, she said. The GST cut-off 10 to 13% will reduce people expenses, family can save money and use it for other needs. She urged companies to pass on the benefits to consumers. Nirmala Sitharaman noted that when GST began in 2017, there were 65 lakh taxpayers. Now the number has increased to 1.51 crore. She added that gross GST collections were 7.19 lakh crore rupees in 2017. Today, they have grown to 22 lakh crore rupees. The average monthly GST collection is now 1.9 to 2 lakh crore rupees. This amount is shared equally between the centre and the state. If 1.8 lakh crore rupees is collected in a month, 90,000 crore goes to the state and 90,000 crore goes to the centre. Out of the centre share, 41% also goes to the state, she explained. Supreme Court to pronounce interim order of Waqf Act petitions today. The Supreme Court will announce its interim order on petition against the Waqf Amendment Act today. The decision comes nearly 4 months after the bench led by Chief Justice B.R. Gawai reserved its order on May 22. The court had heard arguments for 3 days in May. The interim order is expected to focus on 3 main issues. First, the court will clarify if properties already declared as Waqf by a court can be removed from that status while the case is still pending. Second, it will decide on the role of the district collector during inquiries. At present, if the collector is checking whether land is Waqf for government property, it cannot be treated as Waqf land until the inquiry ends. The court will say if this rule should be remain. Third, the court will address questions about the composition of Waqf board and the Centre Waqf Council. It had earlier asked if only Muslims apart from ex officio members can be appointed and whether this fits constitutional principles. The petition challenged the 2025 amendment of the Waqf Act, saying they go against the constitution. India crushes listless Pakistan in Asia Cup. Surya Kumar dedicated victory to victim of Pahalgam attack. India crushed Pakistan in a one-sided Asia Cup 2025 match on Sunday in Dubai. The contest started with no handshake at the toss and ended with India's dominant win. Pakistan were bowled out for just 127 runs. India chased the target with 25 balls left, sealing one of their biggest win over the arch rivals. India's bowlers shown as a unit, Kuldeep Yadav and Akshar Patel, tied Pakistan down with tight spin. Varun Chakravarti and Jasprit Bumrah struck at the right times, further breaking Pakistan batting. Shaheen Afridi, a tail ender, ended as Pakistan's top scorer. This showed Pakistan's poor team effort against the world champions. India did not dominate every moment. Abhishek Sharma gave a flying start with a 13 ball for 31 runs. Pakistan bowlers created brief pressure. Still, Tilak Verma and Surya Kumar Yadav showed calmness and smart batting to finish the job. No Rohit Kohli as BCCI announces India A squad for Australia series. Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli will not play in the upcoming India A1 series against Australia A. The 3-match series began on September 30 at Green Park Stadium in Kanpur. Rajat Patidar will lead the team in the first match, while Tilak Verma will captain the second and third games on October 3rd and 5. Patidar will act as vice-captain in those matches. For the first game, Patidar will be joined by wicket-keepers Prabhishmaran Singh and Abhishek Pural. Other players in the squad include Riyan Parag, Ayush Badoni, Suryansh Shedj, Vipraj Nigam, Nishant Sindhu, Priyansh Arya, Ravi Bishnoi, Gurjapneet Singh, Yadvir Singh and Simrajdeep Singh. Fans expected Rohit and Kohli to return to white ball cricket after stepping away from Test before the England series. However, the senior stars are not part of this squad.